Kanye West mentioned that he plans on running for president of the United States in future elections during the VMAs. And Vanity Fair wanted to ask him some more questions about that. So during an interview, he kind of elaborated on his plans and why he wants to become president. And he also talked about one of the candidates that he feels is extremely brilliant. So here's what he has to say about running. He says, I sit in clubs and I'm like, wow, I got 5 years before I go and run for office, and I've got a lot of research to do. I've got a lot of growing up to do. He's basically like Donald Trump, right? I don't know, elect me and then I'll do the research.
No, well, okay. Now, to be fair to him, he's slightly better than Donald Trump,
right,
because he's saying he's actually going to bother to do the research in the next 5 years, whereas Donald Trump says, if you elect me president with foreign policy, I'll get so good. I will get so good at it, it'll make your head spin.
Yeah. And look, Kanye West probably should have done the research prior to this interview, because some of the things that he says drive me crazy. But let me give you some more examples. So he says, when I run for president, I'd prefer not to run against someone.
That would be convenient.
No. But he doesn't mean that he doesn't want competition. I want to work with you. As soon as I heard Ben Carson speak, I tried for 3 weeks to get on the phone with him. I was like, this is the most brilliant guy.
Oh, okay, well. The jury is in on Kanye West. So there's been a lot of back and forth. Is he brilliant? Because he's a hell of a marketer, right? Mm-hmm. Is he not bright? Do his lyrics make sense? Are they deep? Or are they nonsensical and we're just attributing some sort of meaning to them? Jury's in. He's not bright. Okay.
No. I read the entire Vanity Fair article, because, you know, there's a bunch of different publications that just summarize the interview. And I'm like, no, I want to read this freaking 8-page Vanity Fair interview with Kanye West.
Mainly about fashion.
It was
unbearable.
The most unbearable article I've ever read in my life. Oh my God, I don't care about your fashion. In fact, your fashion is terrible. It makes people look like they're homeless and they pay a lot of money for it.
Well, that sounds like most fashion to me. But his whole, I mean, it was like, not Borat, not Ali G, the other character that Sasha Cohen does. Mm-hmm. It was like a skit out of that. He's like, oh, it is heavy, it is light. This fashion is just so good, right? Like he says like one nonsense after another, and he takes himself so seriously.
It's the self-importance that drives me crazy, right? Now let me give you some more of what he had to say. He says, I think all the people running right now have something that each of the others needs. But the idea of this separation and this gladiator battle takes away from the main focus that the world needs help, and the world needs all the people in a position of power or influence to come together. I find it fascinating that that's his viewpoint, when this is the guy who ran up on stage as Taylor Swift was accepting an award and basically interrupted her and told her, nah, bitch, you don't deserve this award, Beyonce does. Really?
No, but in a different part of the article, in an interview, Anna, he said, look, he thinks his fans, the whole world now understands that he's a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he says every time he's ever gotten in trouble, this is him speaking about the world's opinion about him. Every time he's ever gotten in trouble, he was really jumping in front of a bullet for someone else. He's probably the most honest celebrity that we have. That's him talking about himself as if the world thinks that. That's his conclusion.
What is this based on? I don't know. It just makes me realize how much of a circus U.S. politics has become, right? Mm-hmm. Even if you take Kanye out of the equation completely and you focus on something as small as the whole Planned Parenthood situation, it's just a circus. It's a circus. The GOP right now, circus. Democrats, a little less of a circus. It drives me crazy. And the fact that he's now being considered as a serious, contender in future elections is insane.
Yeah, but look, the thing is, you think, no, but people aren't taking him seriously. Whether he's actually serious about running or not, he doesn't really have a chance. Wait a minute. Right now, leading in the Republican race is a reality show. I mean, I don't know if he's a contestant or a host, but a reality star, right? Mm-hmm. Because Donald Trump doesn't do any actual business. I don't know if you know this. We've gone over this in the past, explained. He mainly sells his name. So if you see a Trump building, he didn't build that, right? Harkening back to another election. He just gets paid like $20 million, $40 million just to put his name on a building, okay? So he's mainly known as a marketer, and his main marketing avenue recently for the last decade or so was a TV show where he was a reality star. So if a reality star, and by the way, his Iowa co-chair, Trump's Iowa co-chair, is one of the apprentice contestants. No, the whole thing's a circus, right?
Yeah.
So if Trump can do it, I think Kanye is not crazy to think that he could do it. So, and if people are taking him seriously, whoever those people might happen to be, is it really that much crazier than Donald Trump?
No, I guess not. I mean, they're both narcissistic egomaniacs.
Exactly. So your original point about how they're similar, I overall, in a macro sense, totally agree with. Yeah, I think that Kanye at least wants to take 5 years to study things, even though he's already decided he's going to run for president, something he doesn't know about, right? It's like me just saying, like, you know what, in the year 2020, I'm going to be the best accountant in the world, and I'm going to run to be best accountant in the world. I don't know anything about accounting, but I'm going to take the next 5 years to learn. Like, why? What a weird, crazy thing. Okay.
By the way, to be fair, 5 years is a long time, and you can learn quite a bit in 5 years, right?
Maybe he will, and he's rich. He's probably going to get a lot of tutors. But overall, him and Trump are the same. There's no brakes on that in that car, right? Shameless. I will interrupt your speech. You won the award. I don't give a fuck. Okay. It's all about me, right? Donald Trump, like other people, they exist on the planet.
Yeah.
Like that's news to him, right? And nonstop self-aggrandizement, right? Like I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I'm Jesus. I'm should be the president. I'm the great. You're a loser. You're a dummy. I'm the best. I mean, it's very similar guys. And then the lack of substance. Okay, that's why I said the jury's in. I mean, okay, it's not just about saying Ben Carson's brilliant. I mean, anytime you hear Ben Carson talk these days, you're like, how was that guy a neurosurgeon? How was he a neurosurgeon? He just said that the devil put Charles Darwin up to evolution, right? The adversary, as he calls him, right? Brilliant. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, so, but put that aside. Okay, that's a political opinion, whatever, right? To say, well, when I run, I don't want any opposition.
Look, to be fair,
what does that mean?
He's a clown, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. But to be fair to him, I think that he didn't articulate what he wanted to say appropriately.
No.
What he's trying to say is, I want to work with people. I don't want to run against them.
Yeah,
Although
I know.
that's the most unrealistic thing that anyone has ever said.
But that's what a child thinks. That's what like an 8-year-old,
I know.
even an 8-year-old wouldn't think that, right?
Yeah.
So like, oh, hey guys, when I run though, everybody should get behind me because I'm Jesus, right? So I mean, Republicans, Democrats, whoever. I mean, I don't want you to run against me. It's okay. I'll consider your ideas.
Yeah.
It's not like he's saying, okay, then I'll support you. In his vision, everybody gets
know.
behind Jesus.
Yeah.
No, he's a child. He's a child. I don't want anybody to run against me. I would know it's okay. We'll all work together. Work together how? I don't like this gladiator thing. Yet they run against one another. What are they supposed to do? Like hug it out?
I don't know.
No, he's a child. And the same thing with Trump. They did an analysis of how he speaks, and he speaks like a third grader. And that's why people like him. That's
why
I am great, you are dummy. You know,
that's why Kanye will be the front runner in 2020. Okay, welcome to America.
This is what America has evolved to.